Right, evening, how you doing all? It's Monday night, sunset is in about 10 minutes and I've come to a field which I've been passing now for the last 4 or 5 days and the bales are still here. So I thought, I'd just finished my tea and I thought it's either, I did the dishes, looking out the kitchen window while I was doing the dishes, and I thought it's either some crisps, hummus and red wine, or come out and take a picture. And the bales are still here, so it had to be done. Good thing about this is, I'm not sure if there's going to be a decent shot here, but the good thing about this is it's a field full of bales, a bit of a hedge line that end, and a bit of a hedge line that end. So no matter where I get the colour in the sky, I can run from one end to the other. So if the colour's in that, if the colour's down there, I can take a shot from this end looking down, and if the colour's up there, I can run down there and take a shot looking back. So I'm just gonna have a little look about. There's a bit of cloud in the sky, so I might catch a bit of colour up there. I'm just gonna have a little walk about, see if I can find a composition. Look at the difference in the sky, look. That side there to that side there. Look at the difference. So hopefully that cloud over there is gonna hold a bit of colour. So I reckon I'm gonna shoot that way. So I'm going to find a composition. When I find one, I'll start banging my gums. Just trying to find a composition. And see this bale here, obviously I'm shooting that way. This bale here is square on. If I can, like to find a bale which is at like 45 degrees. Gives a bit more depth. Doesn't look so flat. You know, if I was shooting that way and looking at the bale like that, see there's a bit more, you can see more than one side of the bale, so it gives it a bit of free dimension. But unfortunately I'm not shooting that way, I'm shooting down there. Although saying it, that one that's square on from this angle, see I love the way the light just bounces off the side of that there. I was going to go for that one there because he's slightly turned, but I think I might go for him. So I've got a bit of light bouncing on here. Show you what I mean, look, there's the bale, look, kind of square on, which is nice. I suppose it is quite nice. Look, it's catching the light on the side, which is nice. So you've either got that, look. If I go over here, this bale here, it's slightly turned. I'd like it to be turned a bit more. I think, because it's turned a bit more, it frames better. But that's just me, maybe. What do you think? Although I do like that bale up over there because it's catching the light right on the side. Right, just gonna have a little walk about, see if I can find a composition. Actually, I quite like that. All I'm doing at the minute is auto ISO, AV mode, aperture 5.6, and just walking around, just finding compositions. So these obviously ain't gonna be the shots I'm gonna use. It's just to see how I feel about compositions. Yeah, I wish that was turned slightly more. Bit of colour coming in the sky now, so I've got to find a decent composition. Come on, baby. Gonna need a graduated filter as well. That sky on the horizon is really bright. I quite actually like. You can't see, I'm miles over here. I'm kind of going for a composition with the hay bale smack bang in the middle. I'm still here. Still here. Find that composition. You still hear me over there? Damn farmers, put the bales too far away from each other. It's nice when there's loads and loads and loads. Quite like that, the bale right in the middle. But is that a good composition like that? You know what, I don't think the church is prominent enough in the picture to be of interest. You know what, I think I'm going to go square on. I think I might just put that hay bale smack bang in the middle of the picture, in the bottom third. Can't find a composition. Want to know what I'm going to be calling this video now? That might be my composition. Right, oh tight, I'm going over here. Right, found 2 compositions. The first one is kind of breaking the rules over here. Smack bang in the middle. Yeah. I don't mind down there or up there. Oh, I love the very angled screen on these cameras now. Right, whack him over the manual. Right, he's not spiking to the right. I think what I'm going to have to do is pull the shadows because I'm going to shoot square on. Obviously the light's coming from that way and there's no light on the back of this. So what I'm going to do is pull the shadows in Lightroom. 2-second timer on. As long as my histogram's not spiking to the right, so I can retain some detail in the sky, but as well as my shadows aren't dropping too much to the blacks, I should be able to do a lot of recovery in Lightroom. Am I the only one, since I've gone to my Canon Eos-r from my 5D Mark II, I rarely ever use my graduated filters anymore. I don't know if it's, I think I've said that before in my videos, but yeah, he's not clipping at all on the right now. It's a little bit of a clip there. Oh, so sharp, it's crazy. Right, F13, 2 seconds, ISO 100. I've put the bale smack bang in the middle of the picture. I've put the horizon through the bale, so it's giving you a different kind of, it looks like I've made an effort to take a picture. I just haven't stood up and taken a picture. Come down, horizon to break it up a little bit, and it's kind of boom right in your face. I quite like that. I reckon I'll be able to recover those shadows a little bit. And tell you what I'll do actually, up on the screen, I'll put the before shot, no edit at all, and then I'll put the edit up to show what I've brought out the shadows. I reckon I'll get some colour in that sky. There is a little tinge of orange up there somewhere. Right, still see me? I'm now going to run over to the hay bale over there. Hay bale, blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to leave you there. Yeah, quite like this shot. I've put the bale to the sort of bottom left hand third. There's a nice shadow behind it, which I quite like. Again, I'm going to shoot the same settings. As long as I'm not spiking on the right, I know I can bring the shadows up a little bit. I reckon I'll be able to do something with that. It's not amazing, but it's nice sometimes to come out and get baffled about composition. Makes you think. Do I like that? Yeah, I'm not going to HDR it or anything like that. I'm going to see what I can pull out the shadows. In fact, just looking at the shots, the light was better earlier. There you go. Right, people, second shot from there, like I say, hay bale in the bottom left hand third, F13, 2 seconds, underexposed it because I want to try and get as much detail as I can out of that sky. I'll probably really push the colours a lot on this and see what it's like. Here's the 2 different shots. First one is straight out the camera, and the second one is going to test my editing skills, I reckon. What do you think? How's that? Cool sun, you know. Or is it this flipping camera? Just a little recap. Composition. What's the tips for composition? Walk about, have a look. Walk about, have a look. Do some more walking about and have more looks. Think about the light as well when you're looking at the composition. Like I said earlier, that hay bale. Straight on, yeah, which is a shot I took. But you just got to remember which way the light's coming. Sometimes if that hay bale's turned slightly, gives the shot a bit more depth. It's not so flat. But it makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, if you look at an object, that looks flat. If I turn it to its side, it gives it a bit of depth, doesn't it? See what I mean? Hay bale, yeah, the shot I took can look quite cool like that, but sometimes 45, light bouncing off the side. Just think all the time. Obviously, it depends where the light's coming from. That's what makes photography so much fun, because every time it's different. And if you can have a word with a farmer, tend to put the hay bales closer together, because that always looks good. Another thing, when you put your bag on the floor, don't leave it open, because I've got home plenty of times and loads of creepy crawlies have got in my bag, which is a nightmare. Working on the beach, taking pictures on the beach, limpets, whatever they're called. Get home from work and I've got half a flipping SeaWorld in my bag. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next vid. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the share, just hit some buttons in general. And new subscribers, cheers for joining. Hope you're enjoying it. All you OD subscribers, cheers for hanging around, and I'll see you in the next vid. Sorry, this was a bit of a quick one, but like I said earlier on, it was quickly either have some wine or just quickly dash out and take a shot, because I knew this field still had the bales in, so I thought I'd come out and get a shot. Everyone likes hay bale, everyone likes bed grass. See you in the next vid. Cool. Cheers. Bye.